Arriving at Granny's Country Store on the left.
GPS says the gas station is right here, but I don't see any gas pumps. There isn't another gas station for 50 miles. Shit. There's a gas pump way back there. Does it work? Please be open, or I'll sleep right here tonight. My tank is full, and I am so relieved. The sign says, "Our school children need armed guards." I'm already feeling like Oregon is a little more eccentric than Idaho. The guy came out and pumped my gas. I forgot they do that in Oregon. He said the population here is 300 people, but even a small town has thieves. He showed me about 50 keys on 2 key rings because he has to lock everything up. It gets a little trickier in these West Coast states. They have a problem with homelessness, and they are on high alert for anyone sleeping in any kind of vehicle. People on allstays.com said they were told to leave this Walmart. There are no overnight parking signs everywhere here. Usually none of that deters me because I can be stealthier in a car. But on the West Coast, very few Walmarts are open 24 hours, so I can't blend in with shoppers. And I would normally just try to blend in with the Walmart night crew that stocks the shelves, but I think it's very possible that they tell their employees to all park in a certain area, so any car parked elsewhere in the lot would stand out. So while I'm on the West Coast, I'm going to be relying heavily on freecampsites.net for alternatives, and fortunately there's a casino close by here that allows overnight parking. This casino has a lot for truckers, and next to this is a lot for RVs, but I'm going to go park over with the cars. So I had a good quiet night here at this casino, and then this morning I came over to the RV area because there's a big patch of grass for dogs. But because I had this rear hatch open for some fresh air, the tribal police noticed me and drove over and asked me if I needed some roadside assistance or anything. He was very nice, and he didn't ask me to leave, but I told him I'd be leaving in the morning just in case that was his concern. Nothing to do around here anyway, unless you like to gamble, which I don't. I haven't seen a car or a house for at least an hour out here, but here's a shoe tree. Where I'm from, shoes are thrown up on power lines, but that's not an option out here, obviously. I keep having to drive along cliffs, but at least it's not a narrow road. But every time I work my way down to the ground level, then it starts back up a hill again with more cliffs. Over and over. In a lot of these little towns, I never see any people out walking around. It's as if they were all wiped out by some disease. Or maybe by poisonous pizza. Is this Oregon, or did I take a wrong turn somewhere? It's beautiful, but I keep expecting to see some trees. Where are the trees? Those aren't trees. I just wanted to say that I had no trouble staying at either one of the Walmarts here in Yakima, and neither did the vans and RVs. But I want to find a campsite in the woods. The weather is so nice. I'm about an hour east of Mount Rainier, and the free campsites are in this area. This spot isn't great, but on the other side of this tree there's a clearing. I'm going to drive around this. I don't see any big branches in there that'll damage my car, I don't think. I'm backing in just in case I need to make a quick getaway. This is the spot. That's probably where people pitch a tent. Well, my tent is made of metal.
Candy?
I take my eyes off her for 30 seconds and she wanders off. I can't get in there to get her.
Come on, you monkey. Let's go. Come on, follow me.
In the backpack, and I'm going to do the wandering. I hear some rushing water in the distance. A mysterious gate. We're closer to the water. I love that sound. Candy agrees. Is that a human bone? Remember when all the serial killers were from this part of the country? Like Ted Bundy and the Green River Killer? Somebody's campsite. Is that a tent? I hope there's not a dead body in it. I'm not in the mood for corpses and cops. Left their backpack behind. This could be a crime scene. Poop from a large animal. On that TV show Alone, where they put people out in the middle of nowhere to see if they survive, they don't call it poop, they call it scat. Which is kind of a cool name for poop, kind of jazzy. Strange looking rocks over there. Looks like they were cut into rectangles and placed there. A Stonehenge type thing. More of those weird rocks. This is where the rocks came from. I thought they were cut by humans. It looks like Devil's Tower. What causes rocks to look like that? There's no cell service here to look anything up, which is why I'm only staying one night. Maybe an earthquake sent them down here? I'm constantly making plans for the days ahead, checking the weather, looking at maps. I need that cell service. And I'm in Mount Rainier National Park now, and visibility is terrible. Again, this is why cell service is important. I usually check the weather multiple times a day. But I have not had cell service for 24 hours now to check for weather changes. This is actually my second attempt to see Mount Rainier. I was here almost 2 years ago, but there were too many forest fires in the area. Maybe I'll attempt it again another time, or maybe not.